Okay, so third part ng video natin for chapter 1. So ngayon yung situation natin dito sa dalawang cases natin is meron tayong seepage na ini-introduce doon sa soil specimen natin. Paano ba malalaman yung seepage? So sa seepage, meron tayong dalawang klaseng sources. Meron tayong upward source or meron tayong inlet doon sa ibaba ng specimen natin. Pataas ngayon yung load ng water. And then, yung next natin is yung out or yung downward. So, sa downward seepage, yung source natin nasa taas ngayon. So, ang principle natin, kapag upward seepage, meron tayong kinoconsider ng artesian pressure. Wherein sa artesian pressure, meron tayong nag-o-occur na upward na pressure doon sa soil natin na nagkakaroon ngayon ng source ng tubig. Whereas kapag meron tayong downward seepage, yung entry natin ay nasa upper portion. So meaning to say, ang actual principle is umuulan. Or meron tayong external water source doon sa taas ng soil layer natin pababa. Okay, so paano ngayon magkakaiba to? So if the water is seeping, the effective stress at any point in the soil mass will differ from its static case. Meaning to say, it will either decrease or increase the effective stress doon sa soil natin depending on the direction of the seepage. Ngayon, since meron tayong direction ng pressure, ibig sabihin, sumusunod ngayon yung intensity ng effective stress doon sa direction ng water. Since yung water, alam natin na independent yung pressure na binibigay niya doon sa effective stress. Since yung effective stress would greatly depend on the solid-to-solid contact between soil particles. Ngayon, since sa upward seepage, ang source natin ay mula sa baba, pataas. Meaning to say, yung stress na dala ng water is also upward. Kaso by principle, alam natin na doon sa soil specimen natin, ang pressure ay gravitational. Meaning to say lang, yung pressure natin, which is purely gravitational, na soil stress natin is resisting doon sa upward seepage natin or yung artesian pressure. Anong tendency? So, ibig sabihin, kung meron tayong artesian pressure, nagkakaroon ng decrease in effective stress. Ngayon, kung downward naman yung seepage natin, since meron tayong inward na pababa, so kung yung total stress natin ay pababa, meaning to say, kung pababa rin yung downward pressure, nagkakaroon ngayon ng increase in effective stress. Okay, so paano natin mapapakita ngayon yan? Meron tayong series of points. So let's say meron tayong points A, B, and C. Tapos yung point C denoted with a height of Z at any depth yan. At any depth except doon sa bottom ng tank. So paano natin mapapakita ngayon yung derivation dito sa dalawa? Ngayon, first is yung sa upward seepage. Wherein sa upward seepage, pwede nating sabihin na yung total stress is pwede nating makonsider kung meron tayong correct natin to. Correct natin na this is point A. alisin natin itong point A na to. Okay. So, given these situations, meron tayong total stress, neutral stress, and effective stress. Kung ika-categorize natin lahat yan, into 3 parts ulit, meron tayong mabubuo dyan. So, total, neutral, and effective. At point A, since yung point A ay nandoon lang sa soil level, pero given na yung water level ay above point A, pwede nating sabihin na yung at point A, ang total stress natin is anything above the point of reference. So, regardless kung soil or water yan. Ibig sabihin, yung point A natin, meron tayong, syempre, may unit weight of water dyan. And meron tayong saturated unit weight. So, yung unit weight ng water, i-multiply lang natin dun sa corresponding height niya, which is equal to H1. Since, yun lang naman ang present. So, next natin, neutral stress. Yung neutral stress ulit is yung effect ng water, which is pore water pressure. Meaning to say, meron tayong gamma water multiplied by H1. Then, ano ngayon yung effective stress? Effective stress lang natin uli is equal to ano? Ano na ngayon yung effective stress natin? Effective stress natin uli is equal to the total stress minus neutral stress. Okay, tanong dyan. Sir, wala namang, may effect yung inward pressure at point A. Bakit walang pressure head? Okay, nagkakaroon lang ng pressure head if nandoon tayo sa situation wherein medyo nakadikit yan. So, at point A kasi, wala ka ng present na soil. So, meaning to say, wala ng pressure na na-exert palabas doon sa soil natin. Therefore, yung water na lang yung nag-occupy. So, ibig sabihin, kung yung water yung nag-occupy, ala na tayong reason, or ala na tayong way para malaman yung permeability. Kasi water na yan buo eh. So, ibig sabihin, effective stress natin dito is 0. Okay? So, next natin, at point B. So, at point B, ang nire-refer natin dito is at any point within the tank. Point B rather. Ang point B ay yung bottom ng tank. So, kapag yung bottom ng tank ang kino-consider natin, meron na tayong dapat pansinin dyan. At point B, alam natin na ang total stress natin dyan ay yung effect ng both water and soil natin. Ibig sabihin, at point A, yung gamma water multiplied by H1 natin plus yung soil layer na natin, which is equal to gamma saturated multiplied by H2. Ngayon, paano natin ngayon makikita yung neutral stress? Or ano ba dapat yung magiging factor natin sa pore water pressure? So, under pore water pressure, pwede nating sabihin na meron tayong unit weight ng water multiplied by what is above point B. What is above point B is yung water na may depth na H1 and H2. Ngayon, tapos na ba tayo dyan? Hindi pa. So, kapag meron tayong upward seepage, meaning to say, meron tayong increase in pressure, increase in water pressure for every rate of seepage. Wherein, kapag nandun ka na sa bottom of tank, nandun na yung maximum pressure na po pwedeng i-introduce ng water. So, yung pressure na yan is represented by a pressure head denoted as H. So, yung H natin ay pressure head. Yung pressure head na yan, ibig sabihin kung nandun tayo sa baba, increasing yan. Kasi may upward pressure tayo. Ibig sabihin, tumutulak ngayon yung water doon sa soil specimen natin. Ano ngayon yung magiging implication niya? Yung increase in pressure head would denote increase in water level din. Kasi, as we all know, sa principle ng fluid mechanics, yung pressure can also be represented by elevation head. So, we can actually relate this as an elevation head, which denotes, pwede nating ilagay yan using gamma ng water multiplied by the pressure head. Ano ngayon yung magiging resulting effective stress niya? Okay. Yung resulting effective stress niya ngayon is principal ulit ng total minus neutral stress. Pwede natin sabihin na this is gamma water multiplied by H1 plus saturated unit weight multiplied by H2 minus gamma ng water times H1 minus gamma water ulit times H2. So, dinistribute ko lang naman yung dalawa. Minus yung effect ng pressure head. So, gamma water times H. Ngayon, kung mapapansin, may makakancel ulit na portion. Pwede nating sabihin at bottom of tank, we can see that the effective stress is equal to gamma saturated minus gamma ng water times H2 minus gamma ng water times the pressure head. So, ano yung mapapansin ngayon? Kapag upward seepage, nagkakaroon ngayon ng decrease in effective stress given na yung artesian pressure ay resisting doon sa gravitational stress induced by the soil. Okay? So, try natin at point C. So, at any point yan within the tank. So, at any point within the tank, we can actually tell na meron tayong point C ulit tayo. So, anything above point C, consider natin, meron tayong gamma ng water times H1 plus ngayon yung i-add natin? Saturated unit weight naman multiplied by yung height mula sa C hanggang doon sa point A. Yung depth natin na Z. Ngayon, yung neutral stress natin, same process pa rin na titingnan natin kung hanggang saan. So, unit weight ng water multiplied by H1 plus Z na ngayon since check natin yung point C plus okay, so yung effect ulit ng pressure head, nagkakaroon pa rin ng increase in elevation doon sa water level natin. Pero, okay, ano na ngayon yung magiging effect niyan? Take note na meron tayong hydraulic gradient na kino-consider wherein makukuha natin yung hydraulic gradient using yung maximum pressure head available and yung height from the surface of the soil layer hanggang doon sa bottom of tank. Kasi yung pressure head saka yung H2, yan ngayon yung mga maximum natin in terms of depth, saka yung maximum natin in terms of pressure head. So, kailangan natin i-correlate yung hydraulic gradient doon. Meaning to say, kung meron tayo H over H2 times Z, we can correlate that to IZ. Okay. So, paano natin gagawin? Meron tayong unit weight ulit ng water multiplied by IZ. Since, ano yung idea natin? Yung IZ ngayon, yung pressure head na present at any point doon sa soil specimen natin. given na yung hydraulic gradient yung chine-check natin. Okay. So, ibig sabihin, yung effective stress, so, itong effective stress na to ay at bottom, meaning to say, kung i-check natin at any point, ang effective stress natin is ano? So, at any point naman, ano yung makikita mong difference dyan? Yung magiging difference lang natin dyan is at any point, meron tayong gamma sat minus gamma water pa rin. Pero, instead na H2, magiging denomination niya ngayon ay yung water, yung level natin na Z. Minus, ano na ngayon? Instead na yung pressure head, ang i-consider natin is yung hydraulic gradient multiplied by the level which is equal to Z. So, meaning to say, this is I, Z, gamma ng water. So, bakit natin nasabi na IZ gamma ng water yan? What if ang kino-consider natin ay H2? Okay. So, let's say I is equal to H over H2. If Z is equal to H2, ano ngayon yung pupwede natin? Yung hydraulic gradient na IZ is equal to H over H2 multiplied by H2, diba? Ibig sabihin, yung IZ natin na maximum is just equal to H. Yan ngayon yung underlying principle behind that. So, at any point in that bottom portion, yan ngayon yung mako-consider natin. Ito ay upward seepage. So, paano ngayon kapag downward? Downward, kung mapapansin natin, meron tayong difference in increase or decrease in pressure head. Since meron tayong downward seepage, ibig sabihin, nagkakaroon ngayon ng decrease in water pressure. Kasi alam natin na nababawasan yung capacity ng water. Kung bumababa yung capacity ng water, meaning to say, bumababa rin yung pressure niya. Kung bumababa yan, paano natin ngayon mapapakita na bumababa nga yung pressure? So, let's denote again yung points A to C. So, kailangan natin pakita ngayon yung tatlong relationships ulit between total, neutral, and effective stresses. Okay. So, same principle, at point A, yung total stress natin is equal to gamma W multiplied by H1. Yan lang yung total stress at point A. Then, sa neutral stress, since may presence of water, it is still gamma ng water multiplied by H1. Effective stress is equal to the total stress minus neutral stress. Therefore, yung effective stress natin is equal to 0. Ngayon, doon sa bottom of tank natin at point B, meron ulit tayong presence ng saturated soil. Meaning to say, anything above point B must be considered. So, meron tayong effect ng point A, which is gamma water times H1 plus yung saturated soil natin na merong height na H2. Ngayon, kung meron tayong decrease in pressure sa water, paano natin i-denote yan sa neutral stress? So first, i-check muna natin kung ano yung capacity ng water. So meron tayong gamma water multiplied by H1 plus H2, since yan ngayon yung bounded capacity. Pero, ano na ngayon mag-iiba? Kung mapapansin natin, yung pressure head natin ay decreasing. Meaning to say, kung decreasing yung pressure head natin, meron tayong decrease in meron tayong decrease in neutral stress na, or meron tayong decrease in pore water pressure. Kung meron tayong decrease in pore water pressure, we can say that this is minus gamma W multiplied by the pressure head. Merong decrease tayong nakita. So, ibig sabihin, kung yung effective stress ay total minus neutral, paano natin nire-represent yun? Yung effective stress ngayon ay equal to gamma water times H1 plus gamma sat multiplied by H2 minus gamma water times H1 minus gamma water times H2. Yan. Since negative sign or decreasing yung pore water pressure natin, kung ibabawas natin dun sa effective stress, magiging plus sign na yan. So, plus gamma water times H. Ngayon, kung may makakancel tayong mga equations dyan, we can say na at the bottom of tank, yung effective stress ngayon is equal to ano? Meron tayong gamma saturated minus gamma ng water times the height of soil plus yung effect ngayon ng downward seepage. Wherein, we can actually justify na increasing ngayon yung effective stress if meron tayong downward seepage. Ngayon, kung at any point yan, meron ulit tayong justification ng effective stress is just equal to the saturated unit weight minus the unit weight of water multiplied by the value of Z plus yung hydraulic gradient times the elevation multiplied by the unit weight of water. So, ang mapapansin nyo lang, kapag upward seepage, meron tayong decrease in effective stress since meron tayong upward effect ng may upward effect tayo ng water. Pero kung downward seepage naman yan, meron na tayong increase in effective stress. Therefore, kailangan natin kunin yung increase in pressure. Okay? So, yung questions natin sa comments po ulit. And then, yung fourth and last video natin for this chapter, yung mga sample problems.